everybody. It's Neil Malvone, founder of the Dream Bowl. I'm welcoming you to our new podcast series where we're going to hear from some of the amazing players that will be participating in this year's game. Please join Chuck Stuller, our Director of Player Personnel, and his assistant Trey King as they talk to our players and get a little bit more information about what brought them to Dream Bowl 12. Throughout the rest of the year, we'll be interviewing other players, current, former, and future Dream Bowl athletes. So come join us on Surge Sports and be part of the Dream Bowl experience.
I missed your text. I'm happy you checked your email to see that link.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So Chuck, you want to take it away?
Yeah, absolutely. Once again, my name is Chuck Stuller. I'm the executive director of player personnel for the Dream Bowl. We do have wide receiver Dior Scott with us from East Central, and
we lost him.
Mm.
Hold on, just hang out for 1 second.
Okay.
Real quick. Oh, there you go. He might be back.
Can you guys see me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry about that.
Start it over.
Yep. Start from the top. All right. So you can see me. You can hear me. All right. Once again, my name is Chuck Stuller. I'm the executive director of player personnel for the Dream Bowl. And we have Dior Scott with us, wide receiver from East Central. And one of my guys that's been helping out this year, Trey King. He's been doing some on-the-road scouting, doing some reports, doing some dirty work for us. He's been doing a great job. And I'm going to let him go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, Dior, I know you've had quite the journey. I played at Duquesne 2 years ago, so we went against each other. Out at Hawaii. So it's good to finally meet you and kind of put a name to a face here. Obviously started off at JUCO and then ended up at East Central. Can you kind of just walk me through that journey between each stop?
Man, so JUCO, that was crazy too, just because of my process coming out of high school. The whole situation between me and my father, me going to my mom the end of senior year, so me trying to find my way back to California to even play JUCO, that was a whole experience. And then the experience at JUCO was good. I had a whole lot of brothers and players just to help me out throughout the way with JUCO. Coach Beam actually helped me to get to Hawaii, and that was a whole experience. And everybody's seeing what happened with Hawaii and stuff like that. Reason why I parted ways with Hawaii just because I know in order for me to go to the next step, Hawaii wasn't the place to be. They had their morals and values and stuff like that. I had my own, so we decided to part ways, stuff like that. That's what led me to East Central, to be near my mom, so she can watch my last collegiate year. She can watch some games, and I can be close to her just in case anything happened with my family. I'm only 3 hours away. I can go drive to her.
Absolutely. So obviously it sounds like family's important to you, kind of, and you obviously touched on morals too. Kind of, can you just walk me through who you are as a person? What do you stand for, and what type of character of a man that a team would get out of you?
I'm still trying to figure out that myself. Who am I as a person? I'm a young man of God. I always believe God is first and foremost to everything. Man, I'm just really, really saying I'm just really just a young man just trying to pursue his dreams, make his dreams come true, make his mom and auntie proud, make his little siblings proud because they look up to me. So I'm just trying to be a role model to them. Really just trying to keep going, keep pursuing my dreams for the sake of everybody that has touched me and that has helped me in my life. I'm doing it for myself. I'm also doing it for them. They helped me out along with my journey and stuff like that. That's really just him, just a young kid, just trying to make sure his dream comes through. Always never forget what happened to me. Never forget where I'm from. Never forget my path to the journey. So that's really about it. I'm still trying to learn, still trying to figure out a little bit about myself. But yeah, I love
100%,
I love
100%.
my
No,
journey.
that's a good answer to have. So obviously, everybody's trying to work on themselves day to day and get 1% better each day, and really trying to find themselves. So I don't think anybody has it really figured out. So obviously, keep going, and you're on the right path. But now I kind of want to move into more of the football aspect. Obviously, with your size and stature and kind of just the way that you play, you're one of those quick, shifty guys. Can make something out of nothing. Can kind of stretch the field. Also, obviously playing in the slot. Did you return kicks as well?
Yes, punt return and kick return this year.
So which one did you prefer? Obviously, kick return and punt return is a lot different for people who don't know. Where do you feel more comfortable?
I feel more comfortable at punt return. People tend to shy away from punt return just because they're not looking at everybody, their eyes up in the air, so they don't have no trust in anybody. And it's crazy saying some of my teammates like you got to lose brain cells to play punt return. But yeah, I think punt return, that's where it's most fun and most exciting, just because I get to really be myself out there. Yes, I have teammates, but I just to trust in my teammates and trust in my ability to make something out of nothing out of punt return. That's what I love about punt return.
And then walk me through kind of your mentality on offense when you pre-snap. Say we got a 7 route. Are we looking at the defense? What's the first thing you read once you line up, whether that's out of the slot or outside?
So first, I'm looking at a triangle plus run. So I'm looking at the nickel. I'm looking at either nickel or the corner on the right side of me. I'm looking at the safety. I'm looking at front side safety. I'm looking at the linebacker. Also, I'm looking at the other safety, triangle plus one, to see if it's zone, man, what type of zone, what type of man is it. Also, seeing their leverage, what type of play it is. And really just having the confidence that nobody can stop me. Nobody can put hands on me. So it's a lot going on, but I just simplify it. At the end of the day, just nobody can beat me one-on-one, or if we're in coverage, I can master coverages to a point where I know where to be open at an open space at the right time.
Mm-hmm. And then just a few more questions before I let Chuck take over here. Obviously, you sound like a football junkie. Watch a ton of film, being able to diagnose coverages, kind of see what leverage DBs are playing, and kind of where you need to find the space, right? Find the green grass. I always talk about. Who are some of the guys that you either study or want to model your game after?
In the beginning, it was more towards Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown, see how once again he had a great 7-year span of him just being open. Once again, he was undersized. People not looked at him for his size, but the fact that he can get open and his route running ability. When I was in junior college, that was my main target. But as I got older, I realized I'm smaller. I'm not going to be 6'1", 6'2" any given day. So I started looking towards more Steve Smith, not just because of his career, of how he played. How he played is just his mindset to the field. Just came with that tenacity. Like, hey, you can't guard me. You can't touch me. I don't care who you are. I'm gonna make sure you got to ice up at the end of the game. So that's how I try to implicate my game is as like a bruiser, as like somebody's just gonna have to feel me all 4 quarters. I won't talk. I don't talk a lot, but once you get me activated, it's you got me activated.
Nice. And then final question before I throw it over to Chuck too. Difference in playing level at obviously FBS Hawaii. I think that year that we played you guys, we studied a lot of Michigan film, so I know you guys played Michigan. And then obviously moving over to East Central, kind of, can you just walk me through the biggest difference or the challenges that you faced or that you saw there? What came easier to you?
I think the biggest difference was I'm the speed of the game. You could say the speed of the game, but really I never knew the talent wise of lineman level. That was the biggest difference because skill wise, it's generally the same between D1, D2. But the look at the interior matters so much when I dropped down to East Central. I think that was the biggest thing for me. I've never been scared of the moment. I don't care who I play. It could be Alabama. It could be against Jalen Ramsey. It could be against anybody. Was never scared to line up against anybody. It was just the level of play and the level of the interior. It mattered a lot.
Awesome. No, those are great answers. All right, Chuck, I'll throw it over to you now.
Sure. Thanks, Trey. I appreciate that. Now, Dior, I'd like to ask a couple personal questions to kind of loosen up a little bit, just to get the people get to know you a little bit better. Do you have like a pregame ritual that you follow? Because, like I said, we talked to a bunch of guys like to pace the field, put headphones on. Some like to get in a dark corner, put a towel over their head, and maybe meditate. So, kind of walk us through like your pregame. But besides getting taped up, do you have anything specific you'd like to do?
Yes, I have a certain playlist I listen to. It consists of actually, let me check right now. It consists of Miley Cyrus, yeah, Deftones, Red Hot Chili Peppers, just playlists like that. I gotta listen to that probably 2 hours before the game. Then I change up my tempo with my other stuff like DMX, my guys from the Bay, stuff like that. So it's a mentality just try to play loose. That's it. Just try to play loose. I like heating up my legs, stuff like that, just so I can get ready, stuff like that. But little stuff like that is just I ain't never really had a real ritual. Before every game, pray to God. I go to the farthest end zone goalpost. Pray to God, thank you for him giving me this opportunity to showcase my skills again and a next step to my journey to the NFL. But other than that, that's about it.
Now, what about like you personally? Maybe besides the football and your playlist, like, is there anything that you do to kind of take your mind off of football to kind of get away? You have any hobbies that you like to have, like you like to pursue?
Yes. I know how to say it. Before any
Spit it
games.
out, let it fly, man. Let the people get to know you. Open it on up.
Man, so what I like to do to loosen myself up, man, I like to play World Match on my games, like a matching game on my phone. Just play that a little bit. Try to get 5 levels in before I even think about football, just to really get my mind off football and not stress a lot. Because I realize once I try to stress too much about a game, the game don't go the way I like it. So just get my mind off the game a little bit. Just play a little matching game, get my brain focused on something else for a little bit. But other than that, that's really about it.
Okay, sounds good. What you got, Trey?
Yeah, I'm gonna get in here and ask the elephant in the room question about Netflix and kind of that whole series, because I played with Cam Carter, who was on Last Chance U when he was at East Mississippi. And so I've heard from him the different reviews about he necessarily didn't like it as much as he wanted, because the attention was just a little bit too much that early. I want to know about your experience with that and kind of what your takeaways.
He kind of hit his spot on and stuff like that. Once again, I was blessed with a gracious opportunity to show my life and really open up to the world. Because one thing about me, I hate opening up to anybody. I even hate opening up to my mom. As you guys can see throughout the season on Netflix, I didn't even tell my mom I was homeless. She thought I was fine this whole time, stuff like that. So me opening up kind of helped me out a little bit. It kind of helped me understand that I have a voice, and my voice is real powerful. I'm still trying to understand how to use it precisely, not wildly with it. But I think once Netflix ends, everybody look at you as a different light. It's not as Dior Scott, football player. It's Dior Scott, former last chance U stars. It's like, man, I'm much more than that. That
Yeah.
was so. I think my whole time in Hawaii, I was trying to show people that I'm much more than the last chance U star, because that's how people look at me. Like, I've received so much blessings with the last chance U tag, but I realized, like, man, that's not me. It is me, but don't look at me as a celebrity. Don't look at me as a star.
Right.
I play football. I do this for a living. It wasn't just for show. Crazy people ask me like, or make a joke like, "Oh, this is not script. This is not tape." I was like, "Man, nothing was script or tape with the Last Chance U stuff." So everything I went through, I actually went through that. This is not for tape. This is not for film. This is not for ratings. This was my life, and I'm trying to get to that next step in life. But people see me as something else. I just didn't want that. Now, like even a couple of my guys said I gotta use my Last Chance U tag to help me get an NFL because the story is like, yeah, I'm gonna have to now, but it's just I'm gonna be looked at so much different. Like, okay, this guy plays football because he can play football, not just he can play football because he's on Last Chance U.
Exactly. No, I think that's a great answer, and I think that's probably the general consensus about kind of any athlete who's kind of gone through that same thing. Leading up to the Dream Bowl, kind of what was your preparation like, and what are you doing currently to show the scouts what you got?
So a bunch of training the cold. I realized it's gonna be cold there, so me and my former teammates, we just got done from training. It's 20 degrees out here in Oklahoma, so I'm just trying to get acclimated to that weather because I'm not from the Midwest or the West Coast. I mean, I'm from the West Coast. I'm not used to the cold at all. So playing in 30-degree weather has never been my forte. So right now I'm trying to get my body acclimated to playing this cold weather. I've been training every day of the week, just trying to get ready, not just for the Dream Bowl, just for my pro days, just for my opportunity. Because once again, every step of the way is an interview. This is an interview. The Dream Bowl is an interview. I'm getting looked at every step away. I'm getting looked at, getting interviewed right now because I'm not no college athlete no more. We're trying to be professional athletes. So we take this more seriously. I hope all of us do, but I know this is another step. I gotta grind a little bit deeper, grind a little bit harder than I was because it's not enough.
Mm-hmm. Great, Chuck, go ahead.
Yeah, and just to kind of piggyback off the cold weather thing. So if any of these teams pick you up that it's cold, you're not gonna turn them down, right?
Oh no, I don't. No. Especially now.
If it's a CFL team, it doesn't get too warm in Canada. So, but you're all right with the temperatures in Canada too, right?
But I don't know. I'm not aware of the temperatures in Canada. What's the temperatures in Canada?
Cold.
If you get a CFL contract, it could be a little bit cold in Canada. So take the opportunities where they come, my man. Take
right, exactly.
Take it where they come. But no, that's awesome. And I liked a lot of what you said about the Netflix show, and you're right, that show doesn't define who you are. You know what I mean? That's just small snippets of your life. You know what I mean, that they used to make a show out of. So I mean, I'm glad you touched on that. I'm glad you shared your feelings with that. That really means a lot to us too. And you and I have chatted off and on a lot via social media. And like I told the other guys, I really don't like to bother you guys too much during the season because I know you have a lot going on with school and football and like film study and working out and everything. But I'm definitely glad you chose to come to our game to showcase your skills and show everybody what you got. Like we're definitely excited that you're coming for sure.
No, I was really excited when you guys invited me, man, because that was a big thing towards the end of the season. It was like, okay, the end of the season's coming up. How can I get eyes on me? And when you guys came to me and then asked, invited me, it was just, I was okay. Step one done. Okay, now it's time to get trained. Now it's time to check out more boxes on the step to NFL. So I want to appreciate you guys so much for inviting me to this. Like I won't take this for granted, stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't doubt that for a second now. And also, I didn't know who you were until after. I didn't know about the show until later. So it was like, because I have a long process that I go through to invite players,
right?
And actually, the quarterback that you guys have at East Central, I remembered him when he played in Texas at Commerce. So I basically followed him up there. And as I'm going through the list, that's when I had found you. I'm like, let me just check this cat out. It says Hawaii. Let me check that out. And I kind of was working backwards with my research. I'm like, oh, okay, so that's who this guy is. So it wasn't until after that. Right. So I didn't invite you based on anything to do with the show. I invite you based on what I think you can do and what you possibly can do. Because a lot of this with me is it's not heavily how you start, it's how you finish.
Right.
For sure, you're going to give everything you got, and you're going to finish strong. So that's definitely why I wanted you to come too.
Yeah, I really appreciate it, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think you deserve it. Absolutely.
Last question before we wrap this interview up. Kind of asked this question to a lot of guys towards the end of the interview. What's your elevator pitch as to why a team should pick you up?
It's my elevator pitch. I haven't really thought about that, so now I'm just gonna go off the fly. It's man, you're getting a naive kid who wants to just make a name for himself. Whatever I gotta do, but if I gotta be on special teams, I gotta be on practice squad to work my way up. You're getting a guy who literally slept in his car for this. No show, no nothing for that. It's whatever I gotta do. I'm doing whatever it takes to get to that next step. I know it's gonna be a process for me just because how my situation is, but I'm gonna work harder. I'm gonna work more. I'm gonna produce more if you give me that chance to on that next level, stuff like that. I know how to conduct myself on and off the field. You won't have no problems with me on and off the field. You gonna get not a yes coach, a yes man guy, but you're gonna get a guy that's gonna go to the full limit of everything he does. Won't be late to anything. I won't blink in the big moments. And I think that's my biggest thing. I won't blink in the big moments. I've been in the big moments before. I dreamed about this. I've studied guys before me. I've had mentors who've been in the league before, so I understand the business side, the hidden side of the NFL and stuff like that. So that's why I feel like I'm the best fit for the team.
Awesome. That's a great
Excellent.
answer. And I'm sure a lot of people watching this will be happy to or pleased to hear that. As we end this interview, are there any questions you have for Chuck or myself?
Whoa, man, no. I have no questions at all. I'm just really excited. I got the agenda, so I'm kind of know what's gonna happen. Really, I'm just excited. Once again, just thank you guys for you guys doing this.
Yeah, for sure, man. No, we're super pumped to have you, and obviously ramped up the competition this year without the NFLPA game. So lot of FBS talent that's either finished their season there or bounce backs. So we're definitely excited to see what you can do against everybody, and then also excited to get you around some scouts to get you to the next level, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
All right, appreciate you hopping on, man. Dior Scott, man. Be safe.
Thank you.
All
You
right,
guys
thanks,
too.
man. Have a good night.
Okay.
Stay safe, brother.